All right, let me get myself together. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Make sure I'm set. Let me get my wine. First off, let me get my wine. This is episode. This is not really an episode. This is just me getting my thoughts out. My dog Reg working hard. Shout out to Reg. Y'all text Reg. Tell him to pull up. Shout out my dog Reg. Ain't no acquiring nuts without Reg. So this ain't a acquiring nuts. This is just me. Well, I mean, it's still acquiring nuts. Acquiring nuts is both of us. But Reg's working. Our schedules not lined up. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why we haven't been able to pod on a consistent basis, because our schedule is just not lined up. So I'm going to just get these thoughts out, push out this content, and keep on pushing the brand. And then when our schedules line back up, we can just pick up where we left off. But people been asking, so we're just going to roll. Hey, man, this let's say this Acquiring Nuts, what we going to call this? Acquiring Nuts After Dark, Acquiring Nuts at Night. Acquiring Nuts at Night might do that, because it's like, this is my bedtime. It's 9 o'clock on a Thursday. It's 9:08. I done put my baby to sleep. You know what I'm saying? My old lady go to sleep about 8:30. Like she in the bed early. You know what I'm saying? So everybody asleep. I'm just come downstairs, push out me a quick little power real quick, get some thoughts out. Have some wine. Y'all can have some wine with me, man. This is.
Because I look good. I smell good. I feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
And make love good. That's what I'm going to try to do. Got me all nice red wine. Let's go. Cabernet. This is Francis Coppola. Cabernet Sauvignon. Nice little red wine. Got a little nightcap. So, man, I'm gonna just get straight to it. I just want to talk about this Tyrese album. This is really the reason why I'm down here, to push. I've been listening to that album all week. I was on vacation last week, so I didn't have to go to work. So all I did really was play 2K and cook and listen to that album. And man, bro, that's hey man, shout out to Tyrese, bro. Shout out to Tyrese for that album. I don't know, whatever that lady did to him. Thank you, man, for hurting that man, for making him put out that Beautiful Pain album, because that is a accurately depicted title for an album. That is some beautiful pain that man is going through. So, lady, thank you. Lady, I know she watched the podcast. Tyrese ex-wife, thank you. Please subscribe and like this video so we can push this in the algorithm. But thank you, lady, for hurting that man the way you did and allowing him to put that music out. Because it's only two good things that come from good R&B. It's either good love or good pain. It ain't, if you're going through like middle ground love, middle ground pain, you ain't gonna be able to put out no good music. Ain't too many songs just dedicated to her. Like, I mean, I think I like her a little bit. She cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either sex, pain, or love. And the fact that he ain't dropped the album really in about 10 years, and this is what he put out. Hey man, hats off to that lady, man. Hats off.
Congratulations.
To that lady, to Tyrese, for putting out this dope album, man. I just wanted to talk about it because first of all, as a fan of R&B, and then as a fan of sad music, and then consequently as a fan of sad R&B, this is probably the saddest album I can remember in recent history. I'm trying to think of the last sad album. Like the last sad album like this, I think Hotels was kind of sad, but Hotels really just gave Jasmine's perspective. So it wasn't, I take that back. It wasn't sad. It was just a woman's point of view. and it was dope. And I think it was introspective. It wasn't sad, so I take that back. I'm trying to think like Jill Scott's album, the one where she got the pocketbook, where she leaned against the wall with the pocketbook on her shoulder. First of all, ain't no purse. Aunties don't wear purses; they wear pocketbooks. Or was that album with Jill Scott with the pocketbook? That was a sad album because whoever she was going through, whoever she was dealing with at that time, he had got married. Remember that the song where she was like, "You got married." That song, and then she got Crown Royal. Not sad, but yes, it's some sad joints on there. But there is also some happy joints on there. And the thing about sad albums is normally there's some happiness thrown in there. There's like some, like a sense of accomplishment or a sense of like you've actually gone through the sadness and now I come out on the other side happiness. This ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't a happy song on this album. That it just ain't. Even the songs that aren't as sad, they're still very melancholy. Hell, even the song that he got Bedroom Bully, where he talking with that's just a sex song, a making love song. That's a sad. I can still hear some sadness in that song. I can actually see him crying on that lady's areolas, like just salty areolas, breasts, bosoms. Try not to curse. I can see Tyrese making love to that woman on them black silk sheets, and she laying in the after she done. It's a wet spot, and it ain't that wet spot. It's that wet spot is tears. That's how sad. Like that's still like you can't just throw Bedroom Bully in the middle of that album and then just think that's just a love making song. Like you happy making love. That is a sad making love song. Sad love making is what that song is. That wetness is from his eyeballs, not no other crevices. He's still sad while he making love to whoever he making love to, because it ain't the ex-wife that we got to shout out to. Let's shout her out again.
Congratulations.
It ain't her. Because again, Tyrese ex-wife, I know you watch this podcast, and I want to tell you we appreciate you. Do it again. Matter of fact, take him back and do it again so he can do another Beautiful Pain Part 2. Beautifuler Pain. But yeah, man, that's one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite albums in recent memory. Now this podcast is gonna be full of hyperbole. Look up hyperbole, because that's how much this album has touched your boy as a lover of sad music. First of all, he get in there. What's the first song? Love is a transaction. Man, come on, fam. Love Transaction. First song on there. He basically telling like, when did love become a transaction? That first, man, look, bro. Give this album, this whoever is handling Tyrese's child support case, I feel like this album should be given to whoever that caseworker is, attorney general, somebody who handling his album, his child support case. Listen to that album. I bet you're gonna drop the child support from 20,000 to about 7. He still gotta pay. That's the thing, Tyrese. You can sing you can be as sad as you want to, and sing about how unfair that lady done did you. It ain't gonna help you, brother. It's hard to say. And this app, that first song, Love Transaction, is dedicated. Now this wine. Cheers to my boys, to the good daddies, the good ex-husbands, the good baby daddies, the good boyfriends who still, do well, who things didn't work out with their woman, and now y'all have to raise those kids in 2 separate homes, and you're doing the best you can, and you still got hit with that chusup. Still got hit with it. Unfair chusup might be the name of this pod. That he should have just named that song Unfair Chusup. It ain't nothing like getting hit with that unfair chusup. I got hit with that chusup when I was tying my son's shoes. I'm outside tying my son's shoes, and I got a person pull up with that manila envelope. Hey man, no good news come from a manila envelope. Now, good music might obviously comes from a good a manila envelope, but that like when that I never forget, he had on Asics. That man had on Asics and jean shorts. And I'm like, bro, how dare you serve me a manila folder with Asics and jean shorts? And he got into like a Cadillac Broham. I never forget him. I'm gonna look for him. Once I finish paying, I'm gonna look for him. And I'm gonna give him that album. They're like, bro, you realize you do how much they pay you for this? That's beside the point. I digress. But yeah, this album, man, is dedicated to all the fellas, all the good daddies, all the ex-husbands who unfairly got to pay that yourself. It ain't nothing like paying that yourself while you got your kids half the time, at least half the time. But hey, man, that's the system. My advice, fellas, don't look at the check. Just look at your account. Don't look at the check. Because when you see that deduction after tax, 401k, life insurance, health insurance, eyeglass insurance, finger insurance, and then you see your sub come, hey man, it's gonna make you gonna start making drill R&B gonna be the next, gonna be how you feel when you see that check. So don't look at the check, just look at the account, and then hustle based off what is in your account. That's my advice. But yeah, man, it's that first song, Love Transaction, man. He I'm trying to look through the track list. Bro, this album is so good. Like I have a happy marriage. I almost want to just kind of not divorce, but kind of separate, be estranged for about 3 days just so I can feel the total depth of this album. Because I'm only going off these. I'm sad vicariously through Tyrese. I don't live none of this. I mean, the Love Transaction, I've experienced it, but I've been in a healthy, happy relationship for 13 years. So a lot of this stuff is just stemming from memory, just as a lover of sad music, as a person. And I'll be honest with y'all. Generally, I'm a melancholy type person. Like I have a very not a sad vibe, but I'm kind of like, man, I like candles and wine and slow music. I ain't doing too much rap. I like to go fishing. I like to grill. Like I live a very calm, just chill kind of lifestyle. And it can be like if I sit down with my thoughts long enough, I'm gonna get sad. But I enjoy that. That's the thing about sadness is sometimes you just enjoy being in that mode. Like you enjoy being reflective and introspective. And so this is what I kind of just want to go upstairs right now and just start an argument and then argue again tomorrow. And then like, you know what? I'm leaving. You know, I'm not leaving. I'm just go to my cousin's house for a couple of days just so I can listen to this album in its full depth, the way it's meant to be enjoyed. It's not meant to be enjoyed by a happy person. Sad people. This album is definitely for sad people. So yeah, man, whoever, whatever that lady name, I do want to know her name so I can send her some cash out. Cause the boy did sing. He put this album together like child support was due. Like he put this album together. This album, first of all, I feel like he either wrote most of these songs either in the rain, or he wrote them in the judge's chambers. Like when he's sitting in court and the judge $20,000 child support. He judge, let me talk to you. And he brought a microphone and a soundboard in the judge's chambers and just wrote these songs at that moment. That's how good it is. That's how good and sad it is. It's just,
I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
We want more. That's what we want. And I gotta apologize to Tyrese when he was doing this.
Congratulations Oh my God. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
We laughed. Now, not knowing after he did that, he went and wrote these songs. Hey man, do it again, brother. Tap into that. I ain't know he had it in him like this. I thought Tyrese was I thought he was tripping. You know what I'm saying? I thought Tyrese was just kind of going off the rock. Cause he talked about like psych meds and that type of stuff on Breakfast Club. I didn't know he was still like very like introspective. I thought he was just wilding out, to be honest with you. So this album did give me some insight into like he has more. And I've said it before. I thought I've always looked at, not always, but recently, like I kind of looked at Tyrese as kind of like corny a little bit, and kind of like all that stuff that he was doing. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like I always looked at people who cry in the camera as like you just attention seeking. You know what I'm saying? Like how you just gonna cry? You first of all, the tears coming out and you holding your phone and you crying in your phone, and then when you're done, you press stop, upload, hashtag crying. What more? Like, bro, you ain't in that much pain if you got enough to just go live while you're crying. But maybe you do. Maybe the people who cry on camera are actually really hurt. I always thought it was very performative. And by these songs, man, his brother he was still in his right mind. You know what I'm saying? So like this is, let's see, the first song on that Love Transaction, one of my favorite songs. And again, the reason I like this album, the reason I love this album is because the whole album is sad. A lot of times when you listen to a sad album, the best you will get is most of the songs are sad. Most of them. So let's say they did a 12-track album. Let's say 7 of them are sad. Kind of like 4 for 4 by Hove. You know what I'm saying? Another one of my favorite sad albums, and it's not really sad. It's very, very introspective. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers by Kendrick. That whole album is just a therapy session. Now he does talk some trash throughout there, but most of it is introspective. It's almost like he wrote that album in a therapy seat. This album, Beautiful Pain by Tyrese, was definitely written on a balcony at night with no light. Like he is no lights in the house. He actually just going to the balcony to get some light. He ain't paid no bill. He ain't paid no cable bill. He ain't paid no light bill. He ain't paid. It ain't not now. It's the table is full of dishes. He got DoorDash bags all over the house. He ain't took the trash is piled up. He ain't took out the trash. He ain't cleaned up. It ain't mopped. It just smell like in and out and old ranch Doritos, stale ranch Doritos. I don't know if he got a dog, or a cat. He ain't changed the litter box, and he ain't changed no wee pads. It just smell like dog crap and old takeout Chinese General Tso's chicken, stale rice. He ain't paid. He ain't watched he ain't listened to nobody's music. The only music that he'll listen to is maybe like some old Dunny. Now Dunny will get sad, and actually Tyrese is Giving Up. That's a cover. That's a Donny Hathaway cover. Giving Up, one of my favorite Donny songs. And then he has another one that he did a cover of. Gladys Knight is it's not This Child Needs His Father. It's I got the right here. Neither One of Us. That's a Gladys Knight and the Pips joint. Neither One of Us. What is that? Because that song is basically saying neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. That's what it is. Like we both know we need to leave, but neither one of us wants to be the first to leave. So we just standing in this. We just in the middle of this. We just in this hell, and we'll stay there because I don't want to be the first to say bye, babe. I'm waiting on you to say bye. So I can be the victim. It ain't nothing like being a victim, a relationship victim, because as a man, you about to get so much love and affection and attention from other women by being the victim. So I'm not saying bye first. I need you to say bye. So when I meet that next girl, and I could be like, man, I've been left before. I've been left. I don't know why she left. I wanted her to stay. Women love that. They eat that up. Free game. But yeah, man, you got Love Transaction. Wildflower is dedicated to his mother, rest in peace. That, you know, of course, as a person who mother has passed away, is no longer with us. That song does hit home. It's a great song. Don't Think You Ever Loved Me, track 3. Now listen, hey man, listen to me. Listen to me. That lady, what's her name? Leandria Johnson. I don't know what church she's in. She had to just leave Revival when she came in the booth with Tyrese. Cause that song, Don't Think You Ever Loved Me. Look, man, I don't even want to. I don't have the lyrics on here. I wish I had the lyrics. Basically saying like, hey, the way you left me, and we look, baby, we both have made mistakes. We both have called each other out each other's name. We both have been unreasonable. You know, when you get that argument with your own lady and at a certain point, y'all just argue. You ain't even making no points. You like, you know what? And I hate the way you chew your fish. Like that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I hate the way you don't know how to back in. And I've been mean to tell you that. And I just hate your guts. I hate you, and I hate the way you park, and I hate the way you put your socks on. I hate the way you shower. I hate your shower pattern. I hate how you start at the feet. And I just hate that, because what type of sane person's first time they get in the shower, they start straight at the feet? And you've been wanting to tell her that for years. Baby, your shower game is jacked up. Your shower regime you're R word. And you be wanting to say that. And that's that. And you just, and then, but when y'all get into that argument and she say, hey, bro, it ain't nothing like a woman hitting you during the argument, because she know you. Your friends, they know the friend you. They've seen you your friends have seen you in some difficult and compromising situations. Your friend, my friends, I've been knowing my friends since grade school. They know me, but my woman, she know me, and she can say some stuff to you that can not only hurt your feelings, but just affect who you are as a man. And you can fight a man. If a dude get out of pocket and say something crazy, you can y'all get, hey man, hey bro, square up, right? Run me that fade, fam. You can't run no fade with your old lady. After she say something, now the only thing that you have is a rebuttal. And you can try to rebuttal, you can try to be, and it just, now you just dig. Now y'all just hitting each other with stomach shots for no reason. Y'all just, not literally. Now y'all just in there just saying the worst stuff to each other. Stuff that, and you like, dang, how long you been feeling like I've been a minute. You've been timing my sex for 2 years? And you done brought out the average, and you telling me my average is 3 minutes? I thought, we just had a good 17-minute 2 nights ago. But if you add the 17 minutes into the total 2 years, your average, brother, is 3 minutes. And you think you've been laying it down, and she's like, yeah, you just been laying it up. We just been laying up. You ain't been putting it down, you've been putting it up. And you like, dang, bro. For real? That's how you feel? Dang, man, you better. She tell you, and your toes. She tell people you got the little black toe that you don't want people to know about. Your woman can hurt you, fam. And that's what that song is about, man. This song is Let's see. I'm making a mistake and starting the music. That song, Don't Think You Ever Loved Me, is, let me see if I can look up that's my favorite song. But that lady Leandria, you know what her verse reminds me of? As I'm a Jill Scott fan again. Go to Jill Scott and listen to Whenever You're Around by Jill Scott. That song to me is one of the realest. That song you can only write that song if you've been through it. That is not something somebody can just give you. Jill wrote that. That song is basically saying, like, she's saying, I've been talking to this man. He's been saying what I like and he makes me smile. But that's as far as it's gone. I promise. And she's saying, like, and I'm tired because I got all this fire inside of me, but I can't, you bring my fire down because when I'm around you, you ain't really paying me no attention. You not. And so I have to live inside this shell, right? I can't be as affectionate. I can't be as boisterous with my love because that might be too much for you. So I have to kind of love. I can only give you 45% of my love, which is, it may seem like a lot, but I still got 55% more in the chamber that you ain't even seen yet. But I have to keep that fire down, and I'm lonely whenever you're around. That's the basics of that song. That's the basis of that song. And Leandria Johnson on this verse on Don't Think You Ever Loved Me is basically saying, like, when you around, hey man, put your phone down. Pay attention to me. Give me some affection. Give me some love. Like, put your feet on my feet. Put your hand put your arm under me. Now we're gonna both be on our phones. We can cuddle and be on our phones. You be in your world, I be in my world. But there's a way to be in each other's world and in your own world, if that makes sense. And Leandra Johnson is saying, like, because Tyrese is saying in his verse, he's saying, I don't think you ever loved me because of the way you left. Tells me that you didn't love me like you. I hear you saying you love me, but you don't love me like you say you do. And that's deep, because when you say I love you, the person that you're telling that to thinks you love them. I hear your words, right? But then when we get into an argument, the first thing you want to do is skate out. And that tells me you don't love me like you say you do. You think you do, but you don't love me like you say you do. And then Leandria is coming with, hey man, look, hey, cut the crap, sir. You be on your phone. You don't really be paying me that much attention. You don't love me like you say you do. Oh man, that's hard, bro. That song is one of my favorite songs. And then he got Lenny Kravitz on the guitar. Come on, fam. You got this lady fresh out of Revival and Lenny Kravitz. And that lady, and she's singing, fam. I don't even know who that lady is. I ain't never heard of her. That's why I just have to say he had to be just walking past AME church on a Wednesday, Bible study night. And he heard this lady leading praise and worship. And Tyrese walking in, just sitting in the back. He don't want to be noticed. He hit a voice. It's like Suge Gabriel walking to church in Color Purple. I hit his voice. And I'm gonna go see who this is, and hit this lady just belting. That's another word. Look it up. Just belting from her loins, that song, that lady does something to me in a nice way. He got these. Let's see. All right, and then these songs. Runaway. He has this 3-track run. I think Runaway featuring El DeBarge. I don't remember. I don't think L has like an official feature on there. I think L just kind of like doing like some background vocals. I think Tyrese giving them credit. But it's one of them songs, if you didn't know it was featuring, if they ain't had a name on it, you wouldn't be able to tell. But shout out to L DeBarge for getting some credit. So Runaway, Impossible, and Rescue, those songs kind of sound like he in his Billy D. Williams bag. Like he sound like those. Those songs sound like they should be on movies like Lady Sings the Blues or Devil in the Blue Dress or like Casablanca or something like that. Like Billy D. Williams walking the lady down a rainy street in Manhattan somewhere. Or like if there was a 1980s version of like Love Jones, they kind of give me that vibe. Them three songs sound like they should be like on the heat of the night. Like it got a trumpet, a saxophone. Bro, we need more trumpets and saxophones in R&B. We need live instruments in the booth. You can't make that type of song on the keyboard. You can't make that type of beat. And I've said it before, man. Hey, let's get rid of beats. We don't need no more beats. R&B don't need no more beats. Hey, bring them instruments out. Bring that trumpet, that saxophone. Bring out a flute. Give me a harmonica, some woodwind, percussion. I need somebody on a set of drums, moving their feet and hands and sweating with a jerry curl. I need with a purple polo shirt on. Big boy back there. You can see the KFC box over his shoulder. But he banging on them drums. You see somebody else on a trumpet with a Kango on. Like that's type of R&B. This is the vibe of this album, fam. And I'm still excited. I can't wait to just keep listening to it. I don't think I've sat with an album like this, like realistically, sat with an R&B album like this since probably, man, I want to say Jasmine Hotels. Again, I keep going back to that, but I didn't marinate with Jasmine's album like this. Like I'm marinating with this. Like this is not coming out of my queue for until I get tired of being sad. And that's how good it is. The album's so sad it makes me happy. Like the whole album is sad, bro. Here go the track list. Love Transaction, Wildflower, Don't Think You've Ever Loved Me, What Happened to Forever, Runaway, Impossible, Rescue, Willing, Bedroom Bully. That's what I mean. You can't just throw Bedroom Bully in the middle of that album, brother, and think that it's all good. That's still sad love making, fam. You can't just throw that album. You can't, and it's a good song. It's a very good song, but you can't just throw that in the middle and just think that all is good because, it's like that old, I ain't gonna say back in the day, but like in the early 2000s, late 90s, there was an ingredients for a good album. You had to have a song for R&B. You had to have some slow songs. You had to have a party, a club song, and you had to have like some love making music in there. This feels like he had a love making song in there. He just threw it in the middle, but you ain't fooling us, brother. That album, when you talk about them black silk sheets, bro, you sleeping in that wet spot, brother. Tears. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to cry during sex. Now, I mean, hey, bro, cry. That's definitely a sex cry song. All right, you got Bedroom Bully. This Man Is Me. Neither One of Us. Unbelievable, featuring Kenny G. The boy about Kenny G out, fam. Kenny G on a doggone sex. Quiet Storm. Kenny G albums used to get sold on TV. You had to dial 1-800-255-album to get a Kenny G album. And the boy done brought out Kenny. When the last time you heard somebody bring out Kenny G? What about Kenny G and this dude named Eric Dawkins? Shout out Eric Dawkins. Oh, Neither One of Us, like I was telling, that cover for Gladys Knight, he got Tamar on it. So Tamar is singing the female lead. Man, come on, fam. Boy, about out Tamar. And then the last four wrapping up: Poison, When It Was Over, Giving Up, which is the Donna Hathaway cover, and Beautiful Pain. I'll be honest, I ain't even made it to Beautiful Pain yet. I haven't even made it to the last song of the album that I know of. I'm pretty sure it's played in the background and I just ain't paid attention to it yet. But I ain't got there yet. That's what I'm saying. I am marinating in the sadness. This album smells like just That's why I keep going back to. I picture like just in a dirty room. I'm not gonna clean my kitchen for about 3 days just so I can get the full vibe of the album. I want to be in a dirty room. I ain't gonna shave. Probably ain't gonna get no haircut. I think that's how this album is meant to be enjoyed. So shout out to Tyrese, man, for this album. I hope this message gets to you, brother. Like and hit the subscribe button. Let's put this in the algorithm, man, so Tyrese can let Tyrese know, me personally, how much I appreciate this album. Cause it's dope, man. It's beautiful. I feel like this is the R&B that we needed. I don't like the R&B now is too vibey for me. Like it's cool to vibe. I love a good vibe. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't let me get it's because I'm sitting here talking. And you know, sometimes when I make my point, I will tear down whoever I need to make my point. But Money Long's album. Well, I don't know if it's new. It don't because it don't have. It has some old songs on there, but it came in a new album queue. Man, that Money Long album is dope. You know what I'm saying? So it's some good R&B out there, but this is what, as a 41-year-old married man who likes a nice glass of wine before bed, I'm gonna start wearing my house shoes when I do these little quick pods like this. It's 9:30 on a Wednesday. Like I'm not doing much, but I'm gonna play I'm gonna play 2K, have some music in the background, sip some wine, and that's my night. So for cats like us who just like good music, and especially cats like me who like good sad music, to give me a whole album of just good sad music, man, bro. If I had a hat, I'd tip it to you. This is how dope this album is to me. So, man, y'all go ahead and like, subscribe, Acquire Nuts Pod. I'm gonna try to give y'all just a few minutes of this before I go to sleep. Just some daily thoughts that I'm going to. Next pod might not have nothing to do with music. It could be. I know that Cam Newton situation is something that's been heavy on my mind, but I ain't gonna talk about it now. Again, hey, it ain't nuts without Reg, fam. So I'm gonna just keep pushing the brand until we get back on our regular scheduled program. But man, hey man, have a glass of Cabernet. Enjoy. Put the Moscato down. This ain't a Moscato album. For this album, I suggest a nice dark red, whether a Cabernet, a Merlot. What else? You can go white. You know, I love a good Sauvignon Blanc. Pinot Noir. You can go a good Pinot Noir with this album, but this ain't nothing sweet about this album. So don't do no Moscato. Don't even do no rosé. Just go straight, bold, dry red. It got to be at least 13% alcohol. If you don't want to start there, hey man, do your homework. But this is the Acquire Nuts podcast, man, and I just want to say
congratulations. Oh my God.
Good night, y'all. Don't acquire the taste, acquire the nuts.